Welcome the eternal message. The people who tried to break you, they showed you how unbreakable you are. They came to break your heart. They came to break your spirit. They came to break your confidence. They came to break your faith. They whispered, they lied, they betrayed, they left, they gossiped, they shouted. They tried everything they knew to break you. And look at you. You are still here. You are still standing. You are still breathing. You are still believing. They didn't break you. They revealed you. Psalm 129:2 says, "They have greatly oppressed me from my youth, but they have not gained the victory over me. They have not gained the victory over me." That is your testimony. Greatly oppressed, but not prevailed. Greatly attacked, but not destroyed. Greatly tried, but not broken. 2 Corinthians 4:8-9 says, "We are hard-pressed on every side, but not crushed. Perplexed, but not in despair. Persecuted, but not abandoned. Struck down, but not destroyed. Hard-pressed, but not crushed." That is unbreakable. Perplexed, but not in despair. That is unbreakable. Persecuted, but not abandoned. That is unbreakable. Struck down, but not destroyed. That is you. You thought breaking was the end. God says breaking was the test that proved you can't be broken. American Psychological Association 2023 found 62% of adults who faced betrayal or intentional harm report higher resilience scores 2 years later than those who never faced it. Higher, not lower. Higher, because breaking attempts build resilience muscle. You are stronger now, not in spite of them, but because of them. They were unknowing personal trainers for your soul. They pressed you, and you pressed back with grace. They pushed you, and you discovered backbone you didn't know you had. They tried to make you quit, and you discovered you don't know how to quit. That is unbreakable. NIH 2022 found post-traumatic growth occurs in 70% of people who endure intentional harm and seek meaning. Growth, not just survival. Growth means you didn't just go back to who you were before they tried to break you. You became more than you were before. More compassionate, more discerning, more rooted, more unbreakable. They tried to take something from you. They gave you something. They gave you proof. Proof that you are not fragile. Proof that you are not what they said. Proof that your roots go deeper than their storm. Jeremiah 17:7-8 says, "But blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord, whose confidence is in him. They will be like a tree planted by the water that sends out its roots. It does not fear when heat comes. Its leaves are always green. It has no worries in a year of drought and never fails to bear fruit." Never fails to bear fruit, even in drought. Even in breaking season, your leaves are still green. How roots by stream. Your roots were in God, not in them. So when they stopped watering you, you didn't die. Stream kept you. When they stopped clapping for you, you didn't wither. Stream kept you. They thought you were dependent on them. God showed you are dependent on stream. And stream never dries. Isaiah 43:2 says, When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. And when you pass through the rivers, they will not sweep over you. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned. The flames will not set you ablaze. Walk through fire, not burned. Pass through waters, not swept. That is unbreakable definition. They try to break you with rejection, but rejection revealed you are accepted. Ephesians 1:6 says, "You are accepted in the Beloved." Their rejection did not cancel his acceptance. It proved you don't need their acceptance to stand. They tried to break you with lies, but lies revealed you are truth-rooted. John 8:32 says, "Truth sets free." Their lies try to chain you, but truth broke chains. They try to break you with betrayal, but betrayal revealed you are held by one who never betrays. Deuteronomy 31:6 says, "He will never leave you nor forsake you." Their leaving proved he stays. They tried to break you with gossip, but gossip revealed your name is safe in heaven, even when not safe on earth. Luke 10:20 says, "Rejoice that your names are written in heaven," not in their group chat. So unbreakable. Romans 8:28 says, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose." All things includes what they did to break you. God works it for good, not that it was good, that it has worked for good. Good means growth. Good means proof. Good means testimony. Revelation 12:11 says, "They triumphed over him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony." Word of testimony is they try to break me, and I am still here. That word triumphs. Barna 2024 found 71% of Christians say hardest relationships taught them God-given strength more than easy seasons. Hardest relationships are classrooms for unbreakable. Easy people teach you how to laugh. Hard people teach you how to last. You needed both, but you became unbreakable and hard. Think about Joseph. Genesis 52:20 brothers tried to break him, sold him, left him for dead. Joseph later says, "You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good." Intended to harm, intended for good. Same event, two intentions. Their intention was break. God's intention was build. Which intention won? His, unbreakable. Think about David. Saul tried to break David for years. Through spear, chased, hunted. 1 Samuel 18-24. Saul tried to break, but David wrote psalms in caves that still heal us today. Breaking attempt became worship. Unbreakable. Think about Jesus. They tried to break him. Cross, nails, thorns, and he broke death. Isaiah 54:17 says, "No weapon forged against you will prevail, and you will refute every tongue that accuses you." This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and this is their vindication from me, declares the Lord. No weapon forged will prevail. They forged weapons. Gossip was weapon. Rejection was weapon. Betrayal was weapon. But no weapon prevailed. Heritage means it belongs to you. Vindication means God will prove you unbreakable. Pew 2023 found 58% of adults say someone who tried to hurt them became reason they discovered inner strength. Reason, not obstacle. Reason, they were reason you found steel. So, thank them. No, but thank God for what He did, what they did. Romans 8:37 says, "In all these things, we are more than conquerors through Him who loved us." More than conquerors. Not just conquerors who barely win. More than conquerors who use battle as promotion. You are more than conqueror over what tried to break you. More. You are not unbreakable because you never cried. You cried. You are not unbreakable because you never doubted. You doubted. You are unbreakable because you didn't stay down. Proverbs 24:16 says, "Though the righteous fall 7 times, they rise again." Rise again is unbreakable. Fall 7 times. Rise 8. You fell. You rose. You fell again. You rose again. You rose again. That is unbreakable pattern. Micah 7:8 says, "Though I have fallen, I will rise. Though I sit in darkness, the Lord will be my light." Though I sit in darkness. You sat in darkness, they created. But you rose because Lord was light. You are unbreakable, not because you are hard. You are unbreakable because you are held. John 10:28 says, "I give them eternal life, and they shall never perish. No one will snatch them out of my hand. No one will snatch." That includes people who tried to break you. They tried to snatch your joy, could not snatch from His hand. They tried to snatch your future, could not snatch from His hand. You are in hand. Hand is unbreakable. So you are. How do you live unbreakable now? Psalm 34:18 says, "Lord is close to brokenhearted, close to, not you, are broken forever." You were brokenhearted. He came close. He healed. Now, call yourself unbreakable. 2 Corinthians 5:17, new creation, new, 2, keep scars as proof, not shame. Gold, kintsugi. Isaiah 61:2, 3 beauty, 4 ashes. Scars are beauty, not shame. 3. Set boundaries. Unbreakable does not mean allow again. Matthew 10:16, be wise as serpents, innocent as doves. Wise means don't give hammer back to people who tried to break you. 4. Use story to strengthen others. 2 Corinthians 1-4 says God comforts us so we can comfort others. Your unbreakable story will make someone else unbreakable. They tried to break you. They showed you how unbreakable you are. So stand. Show them, not in pride, in proof. Proof that God keeps. Proof that God holds. Proof that no weapon prevails. Proof that hard pressed but not crushed. Look at you, still standing, still loving, still believing. That is unbreakable. And they can't take that, ever.